Hold me tight, I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm feeling you. 6 feet, ain't all that far down. Oh, no Wi-Fi on the iPod. That's nowhere near in line. Hold me tight, I'm 6 feet from the edge. Tell you what, it's getting hot in Ireland. Zeta is back. What is the crack, Zeta? Sorry, what's happening? Technical issues. You're out the wild, Zeta? What does that mean? My word, it's so hot. Should I know what the wild is, Zeta? One like in the stream. Thank you very much for the likes. Just scoot shit over a wee bit this way. Yeah, obviously you can't see it in the frame, but there's a wee table behind us. And see, if you don't stream for like 3 days, you just forget the geometry of everything. Still got the streak up from the last live. Hold me tight. Patrick said hi. Hello, Patrick. 2 likes in the stream. Thank you very much. Coop to the Hoop says, how long have you been on YouTube? As a consumer, probably since about 14. About 10 years, but started the golf channel July, so it's coming up to a year. Daniel asked, what's the longest streak on this mat? 76, I think. We're just working through our 15 putt warm up right now. Patrick asked, what's the current streak? Currently it's 0. Once I make this putt, we'll move to 9 feet, and then that's when we'll base our streaks off of. Just like to give myself a 6, 7, 8, 5 putts in each just to get touch warm. Here comes the current streak. Coop to the Hoop says, I just subscribed. Thank you very much, Coop to the Hoop. Appreciate it. Free likes in the stream as well. Thanks for the likes, everybody, so far. If you have liked or subbed and you want to shout it, please just drop a comment. No problem at all. We do try to read every comment. And we normally do, unless it's like the chat's going ham, which sometimes it does. Yeah, longest streak, Patrick, on this mat from 9 feet is 76, but I think we got 450 from 6 feet on the old mat. We did have a friend around the other day and lost one of our TP5Xs in the back garden. It's not lost, it's just an awkward spot. Need to get the scoop out. So we have introduced the Pro V1 into the mix for tonight's putting. 5 likes in the stream. Thank you very much for all the likes. Patrick says he subbed. Thank you, Patrick. Very kind. Every sub helps out the channel. Okay, straight into the board. Good start. So we'll update the streak every 10 putts. 6 likes in the stream. Thank you very much. Flamengo, the best soccer club in Brazil. There you have it, folks. Patrick asks, how long do you do this a day? So, when I first started streaming, I was working retail after I got my uni degree, and was finished at lunchtime every day at work, so I pretty much went every night for about 2 to 3 hours. But unfortunately / fortunately, we have a new job, and yeah, can only really get an hour or 2 in 2 to 3 times a week now. We do still get a bit of golf practice in the mornings before work, thankfully. Nate Dog says hi. Hello, Nate Dog. What's happening? 8 likes in the stream. Thank you everybody for the likes. Patrick says it's crazy how you make every shot. Unfortunately, if you watch long enough, you'll see I don't. Coop to the Hoop says, Joey, do you go out and play golf? Yes, Coop. So, after the stream or in your own time, if you click onto the channel, you'll see with YouTube shorts of us playing real golf as well as long form content. So, if you want to judge the real game, feel free. Faith said hi. Hello, Faith. Nate's dropping another hi as well. What a guy. What about you, Coop? Do you play? 9 likes in the stream. Thank you very much for the likes. You're definitely probably better than me. I don't know, Coop. There's plenty of people I'm better than and plenty of people I'm worse than. As long as you're enjoying it, Coop, that's all that matters. That's the main thing. Yeah, I play for my school. Well, you better be good enough if you're playing for your school. Jed Tony says, have you ever had a hole-in-one? No, not yet. Technically, I have on the sim. Shout out to Bryson DeChambeau challenge. Akin Family says, better than Benji. I don't know if that comments for me or not. Patrick says, I like your dedication. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate it. Ali G says, definitely, probably, great words. Yes. It's paradoxical. Yes, but it works. That is 30 in a row. Ford said hi. Hello, Ford. My Ford is currently in the mechanics. Can you fix that, Ford? Lager on golf says, I am off 17, I'm 10. Nice. That's some shooting. No. That's really good. That's a great handicap for 10. It's a great handicap for any age, really. But especially for 10. Jed says Belfast or what? No, I'm from County Armagh. Blinker says, come on, you really making all these putts? Evidently not, Blinkers. Talking about putting the blinker on there. Yes, I do. Oh wow, I needed to see in this. For sure. You spoke that into existence. Now it's believable. Thanks. No, you're not the first to have doubts. Nice putting skills, man. Thank you, Blinker. Appreciate it. 13 likes on the stream. Unlucky for some. Thank you very much, everybody. Tobers says nice. Thank you, Tobers. Blinker said, thought you were using magnets at first. You know, I've heard a lot of people talk about magnets. Speaking of magnets, we do count them because the ones that we leave short, we don't count on some of we RAM. So you take what you get. I don't even know how to use magnets in that regard. Like magnetic balls. Keen says, how's it going, man? Not too bad, Keynes. He says he's about to hit the range in an hour, so he said. Nice. What are you working on, Keynes? Blinker says lol. Jed says bro. Bro. $17 likes on the stream. Thank you very much, everybody. Oh no. Leave it, Togi. They said the last stream went too. It was straight in with 30-40 and then lost the touch. SNR Golf asks, how excited were you when you hit 1,000 subs? Buzzing. So basically the way the story for me went was July to October, grinding out, uploading videos, shorts, everything. And I think on my birthday, on October 3rd, I had 126 subs. Shout out to 126 of you if any of you are in the live. And yeah, basically figured out, or discovered, I should say, vertical live streams, which is what you're watching now. And it just revolutionized the whole YouTube scene for me. So yeah, pretty quickly was gaining 20-30 subs a video, sometimes 100 per stream. So yeah, no, I was really excited. And look, I mean, every sub's just as exciting, but for those of you that don't know how YouTube works, is you need 1,000 subs to like get monetized. That's not the only requirement, but it's one of the big ones. So yeah, I was very excited to hit the first 1,000. SNR Golf says, give you a sub for a shout out. Thank you so much. Of course. No problem at all. Anybody that's gonna spend their time dropping a comment, I'll always reply to it. 18 likes in the stream. Thank you so much for all the likes so far. Tell you what, guys, it is getting hot in Ireland at the minute. Well, I'm going to try to sign a fight you made 3,136 in a row. Not quite. Not yet, anyway. Join back in 10 hours. Dad says, ha ha ha, says, hi, buddy. Hello, ha ha ha. Good to see you again. Welcome back to the stream. Jed Tony says, hi. Hello, Jed Tony. Likes on the stream, guys. Thank you so much for all the likes. Type, do that's so funny. Type she that you just asked that. I was just thinking in my head. I'm gonna try to get my handicap down over the next few months. When you asked that, it's currently 12.6. But I haven't put a qualifying round in since last March. So I've been putting the time in. I would like to think it's lower. But yeah, currently 12.6. Jamie Emerson, no way, you just got recommended on my YouTube, bro. Making moves, Jamie. What am I saying? Oh, you got me too hyped, Jimmy. Tell me this, Jamie. Just for some creator insights. Were you watching shorts, or did it just come up on your feed, or like on your home screen? Type asks, what's the best part about your game and worst? The best is probably my wedges at the moment, and the worst is probably my long irons. I'm being brutally honest with myself. And Jamie says, yeah, how's it going, mate? Yeah, I was on shorts. Nice. Good to know. We're hitting the markets. Yeah, all good, Jamie. How are you, mate? SNR Golf says same for me. Yeah, so I think it was SNR Golf, wasn't it? You asked about the 1,000 subs? Yeah, it was. So basically how yourself and Jamie discovered the stream is basically how we hit the first 1,000. For whatever reason, YouTube just likes to push out the vertical live streams a bit more. So yeah, it was a big tool in the tool belt for getting the sub count up. Here comes the runners.
Hello.
Health Queens.
Somebody running behind us is either son or nephew or something's a YouTuber.
Whoa.
So I'll have to befriend her.
No.
She was talking to, sorry did I distract you from the stream?
No, it's okay.
She was talking to like a girl beside her, I'm just like, he's making an absolute fortune. So I went, what's a YouTube?
Well, speaking about locality and people on YouTube, Jamie Emerson's on the stream here. He's like, no way, you just got recommended to me on YouTube.
So it was like a school reunion.
Yeah.
Just people walking around the park, like, saw Henry, saw Matthew Lillard, so I was talking to Terry for like 10 minutes.
Chats, what was going on?
And then people from school.
Yeah.
Oh, saw Vicky,
Wilson?
Carson.
Oh, lovely.
That she said so mad at me like I did. It's just I saw somebody I knew. I was like, probably because it's a nice day.
Yeah, it is nice. I'm kind of warm here.
So, yeah, but it's alright. It was 1 minute of running and 2 minutes of walking.
Yeah.
So it's alright.
For those of you wondering what we're talking about,
6 times.
Big Sister K Travels NI on all socials? Or no?
Yeah.
On all socials, K Travels NI. I signed up to Couch to 5K with my partner Sean, so just discussing that. Yeah, so lightweight.
Yeah, it was just hard because I've been sick.
Yeah.
You literally, you know, like when you walk into the park. Oh, nice. You walk into the park, and there's that wee, on the left, there's like that wee path, and then there's like, you literally walk up it like 15 steps, and then there's another wee path. You literally, you just did that triangle.
Nice.
That was it. And she's like, oh yeah, we'll always say like something around here because we don't like stick together basically no matter how fast or slow they are.
Nice.
So.
How did Shannon find it?
Fine. Better than me.
Amy says probably help them watching some golf content lately. Well, that's, you know, that's what people want, finding the streams, I guess, people that are watching golf. There she is. She's a runner, she's a track star. How was it?
Fine.
Getting radio silence.
It was good, thank you.
There's 311 people watching. If any of you want to say hi.
Hi, 311 people.
Hi.
How y'all doing tonight? Everyone comment where they're from.
Patrick says I'm back. Welcome back, Patrick.
311 comments.
Comment favorite animal. Oh my god, look at that spider. Oh my god. Oh.
Family friendly stream
That
chat.
is big. No.
Heard that before, am I right, chat?
No. I'm going. No. Oh my god. Let's get to see one from that time, Sam.
Probably.
That'd be great.
Type she asked, what's your grip? My actual hand grip or this monstrosity?
220 active, 286 total. That was only the running part. I didn't do the warm up or the end. My average heart rate was 179.
Ooh. I know.
Uh-oh.
That's good though. That's good about being unfit. I can get that easy heart rate acceleration.
It's the same run on Wednesday, so I'm hoping that I feel better.
Yeah.
And then I can compare.
Nice.
Bye.
Thanks for stopping by, guys.
No problem.
And by stopping by, I mean opening the door to the second room. Apologies, chat. Family and whatnot. Steve says, yup. Yup, Steve. Oh, have a snicker here. I can't put these things any least to Patrick Green. Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, John. Like when I go out to the course after practice on this, my tempo's messed up. But now, because I've done so much that I'm aware that it's messed up, it's still, you know, it's fine. There's just like a ramp at the last foot of this, so you need that extra bit of oomph. Make sure it reaches the hole. 26 likes in the stream. Thank you so much for all the likes. Jamie says Lurgan. Yes, Jamie. John says I like the white hot. Paul says, when did you last miss? About 3 shots ago. Lally says, whip it around. I'm not sure what that's referring to. Excuse me. Extra innings says hi. Michael says hi, or Michael, sorry, says hi. Extra innings says I sub. Thank you, extra innings. Appreciate it. There's the regular. Aussie's back. Aussie says thumbs up for Sammy. Thank you, Aussie. Reliable as always. Denise says, what is good? All good, Denise. How are you? Extra innings says shout out please. Shout out to extra innings. What do you reckon, chat? Would I be a good radio host, do you think? Maybe speak a bit fast for that too. How's the weather, Sammy? It's actually quite nice, Aussie. It's quite nice, about 18 degrees today, and the north of Ireland. Guzzle guzzle, chaps. RT10 the goat says hi. Hello. The rent cannot be this high, bro. After Edding says, thanks, made my day, of course. Denise says, do you play golf? Yes, indeed. BK says, make the overhaul, bro. We will, maybe later on the stream. And Ozzy says he's back in Vegas. Back in Vegas, baby. What's the weather like in Vegas? Vegas, baby. Ooh. Let him cook. Then he says, I'm sick. Ugh. I'm sick of messing. Oh, BK's going to Vegas May 14th to 18th. BK Aussie Club. 30 likes in the stream. Thank you all for the likes. What am I doing? What am I doing? Right, chat. We're going to try to go smoother tempo. Smooth. Just about made it. Come on, guys, hit the thumbs up for Sammy, Ozzy says. Thank you, Ozzy. Denise says, what sport do you like? Used to love football. Soccer, football, that is. And don't really follow it anymore. Like rugby. Golf, obviously. Quite like snooker and pool too. Could watch the darts. Anything really. Meme Boy says hi. Hello, Meme Boy. Denise says, what golf course do you play? Just a local council course in County Armagh. Hit it as hard as you can. I genuinely think I would go through the wall if I did. And unfortunately I own this house. So, no, I guess. But I would love to one day. Maybe if we're taking this wall down, I will. It didn't used to be a wall, there used to be the whole length for the width of the house, so that'd be nice for putting practice. 20-foot bloody putts on the stream. See, this is where I need a sponsorship, BK. Giving out too many free shoutouts. This is a rice putter, 2 bar. What do you reckon? Do you think I could get Lab to sponsor me a putter? Do you inhale or exhale before you putt? I kind of just do both, to be honest. It doesn't really matter for me. If I'm on the course, I'm probably a bit of an inhale, hold the core, and then, yeah, no, don't really matter. Jono says he went to the driving range once when I couldn't figure out my form, was too shy to ask for advice. Yeah, I mean, trial by fire. It's quite intimidating at the range because there's so many people just all left and right in you, watching you screw up. Joe says, what do you play off of? Really want to say a dad joke there, but I'm not. 12.6, Joe. That's grass. Ha ha ha. Yeah, no, currently off 12.6, Joe. Hoping to get it down this summer. Haven't played a qualifying round in a year. WR Turner says cold-blooded. For sure. You trying to trip me up with the inhale exhale comment? If you want to see cold-blooded, click on my shorts and watch. Just skip the dad's button. You'll find one where he makes a long one somewhere. Dad's the Iceman for sure. Joe says nice. Thank you, Joe. What about yourself, Joe? Do you play? Joseph says miss the last one. Well, I will miss the last one when the streak ends for sure. That's just the fact of the matter. Bro got me. Trying to get that Tiger Woods practice in. Just evoke all the negative comments. Not negative, but not positive. Wasn't it Tiger's dad used to call him names? Like kind of backswing and all for practice. Probably some sort of emotional abuse, but still. Can do that nowadays. Just about. Hey Jamie, hoping to get out this summer too, currently off 18. Here, 18's fan tabby dozy, Joe. It's a wee bit better now that you get a lot of casual rounds and stuff. I play a lot of scrambles instead of stroke. It's just bad for your game. I think it's actually good for your game because you're just getting reps in doing stuff you wouldn't normally do. I actually just broke my putt on my driver too, so I can go buy a new one. Joseph says miss the third one. Joseph, support me, please. 37 likes in the stream. Thank you all for the likes. OC Rules again, trying to get me that sponsorship. What putter are you using? The Rife 2 bar. BK says muscle memory. That's pretty much the purpose of this sort of practice, isn't it? Just to make sure I haven't missed any comments. Nope. Yeah, muscle memory is right. I find too, the more reps you do, when you step up to a putt and it feels like you've hit a bad one, like your hands feel weird, you know, sometimes you just know. You hit more putts that feel bad and turn out good, if that makes sense. It's like you're sort of narrowing in your miss margins. Just got the QI 35, highly recommend. I think I'm going to go for my first ever fitting, Joe, to be honest. My partner's uncle, here's my partner's girlfriend. Uncle is golf obsessed, but he bought me a £30 voucher for a local golf shop, so I think I'll put it towards getting a proper fitting. Bet the wife's sick that noise. Thankfully not, John. Although she's not the wife yet, so maybe that's why she hasn't complained yet. I didn't miss one there, did I? OC Rule says I use a 2-ball Odyssey. Yeah, they do look good, have to say. Again, this was a gift from the partner's uncle, so used to have a Scotty Cameron Select Delmar, but when I was a student at university, it actually got stole out of my bag, or sorry, out of my car, so at this point in time, I would love to be putter. Not the easiest to use, but looked lovely. To propose with a golf glove on. Actually, tell you what, I actually hadn't wore a golf glove for the last like 4 years, and then only recently there, my left hand kept slipping with the driver, so I eventually started wearing a glove again, but only for the drives. 41 likes on the stream. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. As always, guys, if I do make a mistake on the board with streaks or numbers or whatever, do let me know. Because obviously, I'm trying to do a lot of things at the same time here. That's why we do it in 5s, hopefully, to minimize the amount of mistakes. OMS Gaming says hi. Hello, how are you, OMS Gaming? BK says good luck, bro. Shout out from Northwest Indiana, bro. Thank you, BK. Appreciate it. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you for the support and the comments. You ever played Albertaggie? I'm pretty sure. You know, I think I have. It's near Lisburn, isn't it? There's 2 courses that sound very similar to Albertaggie in my mind, anyway. I've definitely played one of them, but it was a good course from memory. Ben Austin says hi Ben, and OMS says good. How are you? Yes, all good. All good in the hood. Glad to hear it. Maxim says you're so good at that. Thank you, sir. We're definitely trying anyway. I just am on bag next week course. I'm pretty sure I've played a ribbon. Pretty sure. Has it got like a really uphill par 3 and with a massive flag? How's your green reading, Jono? Asks, not the best. Obviously at my home course, I pretty much know every break of every green. Would love to learn aim point or something. Rear view says you're a pro, man. Thank you. Unfortunately not quite yet. Yeah, sounds about right. Big hills all over the show. Yeah, I remember it being hilly enough. Maximum asks what club are you using? See guys, we need that sponsorship badly. Using the Rife 2 bar. Nice wee putter. So it is. BK says Are you great at this distance on course? You know, I don't know, putting's kind of hit or miss. You know, I'd say I roll it end over end, but a lot of the time I'm hitting it too hard. Sort of overrating them and popping it for the break. But because of all the repetitions, you know, when I'm on, you know what I mean? Because it's so repetitive. Maxim says, oh, okay. I know what he's saying, Maximum. We get so many shout outs for the putting brands on the putting mat. We should get a wee sponsorship. When did you get into the hole? When did you get it in the hole? Like how long ago for the first time? Is that an inappropriate question? Or a misworded question? Well, I'm 24 now, so about 10 years ago. Jono says, how close you gotta be for a gimme? If you're playing with me, and I like you, about 5 feet, but I think really for 2 feet is probably the gimme range. 2 feet, 3 feet. Sometimes friendly match play, we usually decide it's a putter length. When did you get your hole? That's it. I thought that's what he was asking. Such a fun Northern Irish sentence, isn't it? When did you get your house home? Maja says, nice. Thank you, Maja. Appreciate it. Good, awesome. Thank you, Maja. Appreciate it. Azaria says, where are you from? I'm from Northern Ireland, or the north of Ireland, depending on who you ask. Amelia says, what's your handicap? Currently it's 12.6. Or Emily, sorry. I called you Amelia there. Emily says, very good, thank you. What about yourself, Emily? Do you play? No. Were you a big McGregor fan? I bet you, Gary. I mean, McGregor's fighting career was crazy, but yeah, that seems to be the trend with people that get in the limelight now. It's just you lose focus, you know. Golf's probably one of the only really sports where it's not a big thing, is it? Like, obviously you have the odd header, but you don't really get super stardom with golf, do you? Or like your Tigers. Do you think about the day? Yeah, Carney 16 handicap from Ireland. Nice, Emily. It's good going. Really good going. Asaria says your voice is calming. Some people don't mean to, but they yell when they speak, but you're calming with your voice. Thank you very much. Yeah, soft spoken. No. About to see me raise my voice now. No, that's not. I think we got 46 there, chat. Glad Rory got a green jacket at the Masters, yeah. I mean, regardless of your opinion on him, like, from 11 years ago, was it? To go in with 4-shot lead with that, and then shoot an 80. Good to see him come full circle. Overcome the demons. It's wild, isn't it though? Like he was as close to getting it that long ago. Lesson of perseverance, sir. Oh, I was too busy reading that comment. Alright, Sarah says, any other sports do you play? Used to dabble in rugby, but and football and stuff when I was younger, but played rugby recently enough. But unfortunately don't have the time with commitments. And I think you're doing with your eyes closed. I know I wasn't closed, but if I was doing it, I could just cheating. Close my right eye and you wouldn't know any better. Probably be hard enough to do that. James says he can't play golf with that footwear. Tell John Daly that. Actually, I don't think I could play golf in that footwear. See, golf sidekick does it in the sandals type shoes. John Daly obviously does it barefooted, like a king. John Daly in the bare feet drinking a chocolate milk. How many people told you to stop putting your pointer finger down the shaft? Probably about 4. Give or take. Does this actually help with putting on the green? Not really. Depends in what sense. Helps with confidence, you know, getting over putting, knowing that you've done so many reps, you kind of takes the pressure off. Helps with rolling that end over end. But obviously pace control, kind of redundant, as well as green reading, you're not getting practicing. So yes, but I would say not as much as practicing on a real green. BK says I'm buying a practice green on Amazon, thanks. Yes, BK. See, that's where I need to be affiliate link, don't I? I'd have to write to Champ Key and ask them for a sponsor link. S says hi, are you single? No, unfortunately not. For you. Sam says you should stop, in my opinion. Fair enough. Sloppy Tuna says, fair enough, thanks. Of course, Sloppy Tuna. Sam says causes for inconsistency. Fair enough, Sam. Shannon says, unfortunately. For those of you who don't know, Shannon is my partner. What balls do you use? Emily asks. Right now I'm using Pro V1X's. Sorry, a Pro V1 TP5X's. and tricks and soft fields. I usually play tricks and distance on the course, but I'm not too bothered really that way. I did do a sort of experiment on YouTube and couldn't believe how much distance I use the Pro V1 and Pro V1X over just a standard ball made. It was like a difference between like 228 carry and like 260 or something stupid. Like 40 yards extra. Hunter says hi. Hello Hunter, how are you? Just stuck left there. Adam asks what putter. We're using the Rife 2 bar. Nice Ace Volvics, you should try them out. Matte finish. Yeah, you know, I was actually looking at Volvics. Or was it Vices I was looking at? One of the two. Got on too tight to buy brand new golf balls. Victor says hi. Hi Victor, how are you? Will M says hand emoji. Hello. BK says catch you later, have fun. And he said hi. Sorry, there's an emoji in the way. Have fun, sir. I'll drop a sub. Appreciate it, BK. Thanks for staying in the live. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the sub. You're a legend. Hopefully see you again soon, BK. Our planned schedule is Monday, Wednesday and Friday nights for the live, so around 7 PM UK time, which is an hour from in the past. So hopefully see you again soon, BK. Free likes in the stream. Thank you everybody for the likes. Professional dab. Did you play pitch and putt? Emily asks. No, I played it for like 6 months when I was like 10 years old. And then just went straight onto the big course when I returned to golf. Didn't even go to the range. In the COVID time, went straight out on the course, shot 154. Or whatever it was. Or maybe 156. So that's now 10 row, guys, sorry. Forgot to rub it out last time. Oh, do you play it? Well, sorry, I said, have you played? We do have a par 3 course at my golf club, but I rarely go around it. It's not in the best nick in the winter, and in the summer it's very busy. But it's fun. There's a pitch and putt course actually near Shannon's house. It's just fun to play. $56 likes in the stream. Thank you for the likes, everybody. What do you want to watch? TV. Go. Or when? Sean distracted me. Guys, whoa! Whoa! Didn't even see it happening. So what was it, 36? We are now on 3, 2, 1, 6 on the sub count. Come on. Big shout out to everybody that subbed. You're absolute legends. Thank you. That's definitely gonna fall. Unfortunately, that will have to do us for the night. Other priorities. Oh, Patrick's just back. But he's playing Fortnite. What a legend. 61 likes in the stream. Big shout out to Patrick, BK, Victor, Emily, Sad Adventures. Yeah, this was regular in there. But Amaja, Maximum was in for a bit. Everybody that's commented, thank you so much. Appreciate it. That is unfortunately the end of the stream for tonight. Patrick says bye, Patrick. Hello, it's me, says fake stream pre-recorded. You're right, sir. Emily says see you later, brother. And to you, Emily. When am I going to stream? When are I going to stream tomorrow? You mean me, Patrick? Are you going live? So the planned schedule, guys, for anybody who's planning on returning, you're more than welcome. Thank you very much. Is going to be 7 p.m, let's say, UK time, so an hour prior to what your time is now. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's the plan. I can't guarantee we're always going to go live that time, because obviously life keeps getting in the way. Other commitments and stuff, flat out with work at the minute, but it is what it is. Going to keep hustling. Shout out to all the subscribers, up to 3216 now. So we're trending rightly. New short dropped with cheeky. I'm not going to spoil it, but a very interesting shot for me on the last short. If you want to go check it out, me and Dad playing Scramble on hole 3. Yeah, we do have a speed tuning video coming out probably in the next week or so. I've pretty much finished editing it, so just need to double check it, run it over the once, and should be live. But guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, have a good rest of your night, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace, lots of love, good night.